Hi air babies, I just did your reading and I'm so excited for you to see it. This is not the month to be making any rash decisions, but only when you feel really solid in yourself. There are definitely some amazing goals or people or dreams that you are wanting to rush toward. There's a lot of fiery energy and some really interesting emotional healing dynamics that you might be experiencing. So without further ado, here's the video. Hi air signs, my name is Tiana and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. Obviously, this is going to be a slightly different video because I am slightly behind schedule due to my own personal healing journey. So I hope the first week and a half or so of May has been very therapeutic and rejuvenating for you as well. So I'm going to group these videos by elements: air, fire, earth, and water. And so this is the air element video. Also be sure to check out your other signs if you have signs in other elements. And that's basically it. So this is just going to be a very general reading for all of you beautiful air babies out there. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get started. Your energy themes that you will be working with for the remaining of this month or whenever you are watching this are empowerment and passion. So you are gaining your confidence and that fire in your belly around your career, your relationships, your home life, your body, your health, your fitness, all of that stuff. And with numerology, we have 8 and 7. So you're manifesting and you're coming more into the flow of who you are, but it's going to be important for you to continue to rest. Between the inhale and exhale, there is that pause. So we want to not be so which you kind of have that energy in your animal totem. So it's going to be important for you the following days or weeks to balance your work life, your personal life, and rest and pamper yourself and take care of yourself. Empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, ta-da! Uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. So I really like that empowerment is all about showing up fully and completely, center stage, and trusting, uniting us in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. So I think that's really beautiful and interesting. Next, we have passion, and we have 7 as well. So there might be a spiritual practice that you want to start incorporating into your daily life, like taking 5 or 10 minutes to meditate, to pray, to read some kind of spiritual or religious text. Anything that will help ground you and connect you to your heart center. I say that not because of this card, but because of later on. But yeah, your root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus as well. Passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. Isn't that interesting? It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Yes, it's a lot calmer in the eye of the storm rather than on the outskirts of it. So if you are experiencing any discomfort or pain, go towards that. Don't go towards, something that would be unsafe. But if we're talking about emotions here, go towards that and be unconditionally present with that discomfort or with that pain, because usually it's an inner child that needs our unconditional loving presence. And the analogy that has been kind of coming up is allowing and giving in and relaxing, not giving in, but relaxing into kind of uncomfortable things. And I like to give the analogy, I used to do horseback riding when I was younger, and one of the first times that I fell off a horse, because that's just what happens, you just fall, that's how you learn. But anyway, first time I fell off a horse, it happened in slow motion for me, so I could have the time to kind of relax, so that my body wasn't all rigid when hitting the ground. And there is a correct and incorrect way to fall, and the best way is to relax your body so that you walk away with less injuries as necessary. All of that to just be an analogy. I'm not about fear mongering or anything like that, and I'm not saying any crazy danger or anything like that for you air signs. I'm just saying that when uncomfortable emotions or situations or experiences arise, it's going to be really important for you to kind of relax into it rather than resist it, but to kind of relax into it and just kind of be present with what is, with whatever's coming up. Because the more you can relax, the more present you can get, and the more present you can get, the more clarity you're going to have on what to say, what action steps to take, all of that. So I hope that makes sense. So your animal totems, I'm doing it a little bit differently. This isn't really a relationship or a dynamic. These are more energies that will be beneficial for you to kind of embody or channel during certain points in May or whenever you are watching this. So you received 4. You received elephant. So at some points you might want to channel and embody elephant, and that will be very positive for you. Other times, you might want to channel bat. Yeah, bat. Or shark. Or turtle. So these are all kind of energies that you are working with, and I'm kind of seeing them in 2 groups here. So we have elephant, which is basically charging forward and seeding the light, bringing light to darkness, bringing action to lethargy or sedentary kind of sedentariness, if that's a word. And this elephant can be a bit reckless. I don't know if you've ever seen a wild elephant try to protect its baby, but that elephant, that mama elephant, is just going to charge through anything that is in her way, whether it's bushes or trees or other animals. She is swinging those tusks. So this can be positive because it's giving you the kind of ammunition you need to get what needs to be done. But this can also be a very reckless and destructive energy as well. So that's why I'm trying to emphasize to kind of get present first and kind of let kind of all the dust and everything kind of settle first, and then act from this grounded place. Next, we have bat, which is all about completions, letting go, starting new phases of life, and basically kind of overcoming your shadows. This often reminds me of a phoenix rising, even though this card deck has phoenix. The bat still reminds me of Phoenix. This is just kind of like a Phoenix energy where there are endings and new beginnings, and things are, things are rebirthing, and yeah, new things are coming from just new stuff, Yeah, okay. I'm having trouble talking today. I don't know why. Maybe you're having similar issues. So yeah, that completions, letting go, sloughing off all the things that don't serve you. And you might even be stepping forward into a new you. You're coming into a new phase of life. Yeah, you're just feeling more and more like yourself. On that note, we have turtle and shark. So there's kind of two meanings that I'm getting off of these cards. One is that you might have a person in your life that's like a shark, or you might have a person in your life that's like a turtle, or both. Or this is more of an emotional process that you are having internally right now. And basically you have two aspects. That one is like a turtle, is very shy and gets emotionally overwhelmed really easily, and if it gets scared, it hides in its shell. And then another aspect, you have a shark. You have this aspect that can just like turn on the lights, that can be a leader, that can command respect, that has confidence, that can face things head on, that has the strength and courage to do what needs to be done, or to feel. And the other thing that might be going on is that you might have some kind of emotional, I don't want to say baggage, but just something more emotional kind of like lurking underneath, and maybe there's a part of you that's trying to avoid it or procrastinate with dealing with it. So this can either be a person, a situation, or just some kind of emotion that you are feeling inside that you're kind of like not wanting to deal with, but you're needing to deal with it. And yeah, this little turtle doesn't really stand a chance against this. This is just going to keep circling closer and closer and closer in on this turtle. And this shark isn't a bad thing. It's just something that needs to be integrated within the being. So this could be anger or rage that you're needing to integrate. This might be a more positive thing. I mean, even integrating rage or anger can be a really positive thing. It's integrating is always a positive experience, but I'm just talking about positive or uncomfortable emotion. So it might even be a very positive emotion that you're needing to integrate. But yeah, this could be anger, grief, despair, depression, shame, guilt, all of these kinds of things that you're needing to integrate. And the other thing that I'm getting is that maybe in the past you were more of a turtle. You were very shy, maybe kind of unsure of yourself, and would kind of recluse, go into your shell whenever you kind of got emotionally overwhelmed, which totally makes sense, especially if you're an empath. And so, it can be very energetically and emotionally overwhelming for empaths. Whew. But anyway, you are kind of learning how to be a shark, not in a malicious way, not in a way that hurts people, but just in a way where you can command respect and have that confidence and be able to face things head on. And the other thing that I do want to say about shark, to kind of maybe comfort any of your fears, because usually people are very afraid of sharks. But maybe you should look up videos of Ocean. I forget her last name, but it's a woman named Ocean, and she actually dances and swims with sharks and gives lectures about them to kind of help people be more safe and also respect them and admire them, and that they're not these, you know, crazy beasts to be scared of. They are not Jaws. Dun 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 dun. That's not very terrifying. That was my version of it, but they are just animals that command respect, you know. Uh, but she swims and dances with them, and if you watch them swim, they are actually very beautiful and very graceful and majestic, uh, and very kind of intuitive in their own way, where this turtle is kind of like swimming blind and doesn't really know where it's going and can't really see and doesn't have the sense of smell that the shark does. So in summary, you're basically learning how to be both a shark and a turtle. So there are times where you can be very, very soft and very sweet. And then there are other times where you're like, all right, this is what we're going to do. And you're just able to be a leader and command respect and have confidence when approaching certain projects and working with certain people. So I hope that makes sense. So the subconscious themes that you might be working through right now. So you got Two of Wands, so you are planning and strategizing your future, your goals, your desires, and creating kind of some kind of action plan, perhaps. And because there definitely is something in front of you that you are trying to really charge forward towards. So that's definitely an energy. So by all means, like take out a notebook, open up a PDF document, and just start writing down all your goals, your to-do list, your, your daily routine. Get organized in that way. Definitely. That will be very helpful for some of you. And there might be some kind of disagreements or challenges or obstacles in your way. I definitely feel like whatever this shark turtle dynamic, whatever it represents for you, this is kind of mirroring that. But you are going to overcome it. I think it's just going to be really crucial for you to not react and to just kind of let the dust settle first, and then, act accordingly or do what you feel like you need to say. And one of the ways that you might, one of the solutions to this challenge, disagreement, kind of arguments, maybe, or just kind of back and forth. I mean, this might be with other people, sure, but I do feel like our inner and outer worlds are mirrors. So if you fix whatever kind of internal tug of war you're having, then it's going to reflect in your relationships and external world. And so one of the solutions is going to be co-creating with other people, collaborating with other people, you know, working as a team, working as a partnership, things like that. And it's going to be very financially rewarding for you. And there's going to be a lot of movement and incoming communication, and yeah, just a lot of amazing movement on your goals and your dreams. And you might even be traveling or making plans to travel as well. You know, once all of this kind of lets up, Vegas is the place to come. We are starting to reopen Vegas. It's so exciting. So anyway, you also have Six of Swords. So yeah, there's definitely some kind of ending. It might be a little bit of a bittersweet ending, but ultimately it's going to be very much in your advantage and benefit. Yeah, it's just going to work out for the best for you. And you're just being carried to calmer waters. You're being carried and transported somewhere that's going to be a lot more nurturing, where you can relax, but also take that movement towards your dreams. Maybe the current environment that you're in is not conducive, or not as conducive as it could be right now. So maybe you are moving to an environment that's going to be much more healthier for you. So now we are going to just wrap it up by sharing what advice Spirit has for you. Again, Spirit wants you to co-create. It's time to co-create with others. Connection is the key, especially during times right now. It is time to gather, to meet new people, to socialize, to network, whether it's online or offline or both. This is all going to be very fulfilling and very lucrative for you at this time. You are thinking, you're planning, you're strategizing, you're daydreaming, you're visualizing how you want your life to look, what kind of person you want to be. You're the air element, and you're creating resolutions and solutions to whatever kind of problems you're having right now, and you're being very successful at that. This is where you thrive. Mending, there's some kind of mending, perhaps even between your inner child or inner children. Maybe you are working with some kind of therapist or therapy, or just taking some downtime, taking that time within, between the exhale and the inhale, to rest and to heal. And you might be mending or having some kind of reconciliation with others. So I definitely believe our internal world mirrors our external world. So once we fix whatever's going on in here or here, our relationships are just going to improve. It's really amazing and magical. And then enchanting gifts. So you're going to be receiving gifts. People are going to be receiving your gifts, which can be a gift inside itself, especially if you had issues and feeling not seen, not heard, not valued, all of those kinds of things. Money, appraisal? I don't think so. Praise, and recognition, awards, maybe even, all sorts of things like that. I think that you're going to begin to start feeling like more and more celebrated, even in just people like giving you compliments and things. So, last advice we have is Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So there is a time and place to plan and strategize and, write everything down, make those to-do lists. And then there is a time to just trust and have faith in the plan. And you do have a divine plan. I do believe that a higher power is co-creating with us. It doesn't know all, doesn't know everything, because we all have free will. We get to decide, but it is guiding us to things that we can't even conceive of. And I do believe that we have intentions before we were even born that maybe some of us have forgotten about. And so sometimes if you're starting to stress out or feel fear or anything like that, that's the time to kind of just have faith and surrender and trust in the divine plan, and know that strong foundations are being built so that you can create this abundant life for yourself. Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? Yeah. And for some of you, I am hearing that it might not be a case of taking away something and or adding something, but just rearranging the puzzle pieces of your life, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. So it might just be a matter of rearranging pieces of your life, and that's going to be better. But for others of you, yeah, there are things that you're needing to let go, needing to add, habits, mental processes, beliefs, physical objects, things of the like. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. For those of you that resonate with this message, this is your core mission in life. And you might even have a link to the Pleiades, and that you are channeling and uplifting humanity in your own unique, special way. This is not the time to make any rash, harsh, life-altering decisions. No. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. This is talking about this elephant energy, this very action, fast moving forward energy. You might be wanting to kind of put on the brakes a little bit when it comes to, signing any kind of contracts or legal documents, or making any huge life-altering decisions, even getting into a relationship. This is the time to let the dust settle and to just pause for a moment and just kind of sleep on it. Just sleep on it, and then you'll know when it is the right time to make that decision, to sign that piece of paper. And above all, always listen to your gut. Even if this is saying no, but your gut is saying, yeah, do it, go for it. As long as you're not doing it from a place of fear or desperation or guilt or any of those kinds of lower frequencies. My rule of thumb is to never make a huge life-altering decision, or really any decision based off of fear or desperation or urgency or anything like that. So, take it or leave it. And I hope that this message was of value to you. As always, know that you are so, so, so loved. You are never, ever, ever alone. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and seek the truth. The answers are out there, and the answers are always within you. Big kiss. Take care. Bye.